Okay, welcome back. Today, the purpose of the video today is to clarify one of our viral videos. If you recall, there was a part 1 where there was a very poorly designed fall trap in the BTO toilets, and that video went viral. So with that, recently we were invited to HDB for a meeting, for a discussion on why the fall trap was actually located at where they were located. So then our HDB officers actually gave us some new knowledge or an insight into their design and ideas, which is why it has to be located where it was located. The first thing that they said was there is a code of practice that is to be followed, which is the code of practice for the plumbing. Okay, and in that code of practice, the distance from your main stack to your floor trap, the pipes cannot be more than 2.5 meters long. So then they end up with a design like that failed. So that's why we were actually so disturbed. And then later I'll explain the 2.5 meters and all this technical stuff. But let's go through today. Why were we so angry? Why was I so angry and scolded the architect for saying, I actually made the statement that the architect got no brains and this is a nonsensical design. Do I still hold up to that statement? The short answer to it is yes. We're going to see the evidence and my points in the later part of the videos, and I still stand by my point, which is there could have been a better design, there could have been a better way to plan the floor trap. So we will prove in the next set of evidence that you will see on my screen, and also through my 3D modeling, and also direct floor plans and photos that we have from existing projects. Meaning that this is not in the sky design. This is actually design that is already approved by our government, and from there the authorities already has built the buildings. The buildings exist. They are actual live buildings, and we were going to share the addresses. We won't share the actual unit that we took the photo from, but we will share the addresses because this is the proof that is in the pudding right there. Okay, then why was I so angry and so disturbed about the, and actually go and use the words like architect no brains? Okay, first thing, I want to thank all our building professionals. It is not easy to build 20,000 houses in a year. It is not easy. We are not going to say that we are not going to take away your credit from you. Okay, it's not easy. But why was I so angry? It's because the decisions made today affects a century. It's a 99 years building, meaning that this 99 years, your decision of where to place the floor trap, it will not be allowed to be changed in these 99 years. Even if after MOP, another owner comes in, they buy the property, they redo the toilets, the floor trap positions are stuck. They are forever in that position. So as a designer or as an architect, as a professional, you need to make sure that your designs, they will stand the test of time. And to be very honest with you, what we felt that there's a need to come out and say all these things, to so-called voice out our concerns, is because all of us in this industry, be it architects, building managers, BSC, developers, HDB, myself as a renovation contractor, or any supplier in this pipeline of the whole building and renovation industry, we are of a public service. We are public servants. Even if you don't think so, you feel that, hey, no, they're private sector, you're private sector also. How can you say you're public service? Okay, I explain to you why. What is a HDB BTO built for? Who is it built for? It is a public housing. And public housing is built for public consumers. So 是为人民服务. We are serving the public good. if you are serving the public good, we need to make sure that 因为这句话为人民服务 okay, because of these 5 words, I have a duty to make sure that the things that we see that are wrong and could have been better, we bring it up. We should bring it up. And let's be very thankful that we are living in Singapore, where our houses are still of a reasonable size. We are not talking about houses very small like Hong Kong, right, or even Japan. We are living in quite a comfortable size. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the BTOs are big, okay? They are quite small, I agree. But still, it is quite comfortable size. Okay, with that, is it affordable? Compared to the resale market, yes, the BTOs are heavily subsidized. So, it is affordable. Okay, so affordable, quite nice size. And now we're just talking about improving the design so that we don't face this kind of situation whereby homeowners get the house, they can't build a shower enclosure, they are angry, there's water ponding and things like that. We want to improve the design for the future. And that's the whole purpose of us meeting HDB, and the 9 of us sitting in a very tiny office, barely can fit all of us. The 9 of us spending 1.5 hours on 16th of November, on 16th of October, the 9 of us spent 1.5 hours in that small little room. What were we doing? We were trying to make Singapore better. And that is why I'm so passionate and so angry on the day when I found out this house has so much problems I needed to shoot a video. So very thankful also that we are in the age of YouTube. Because if this was 20 years ago, I can tell you that there wouldn't be such a venue for us to shoot videos, to so-called bring out to the attention of our authorities that there are things that are not right out there. But today, we can. I'm very thankful for YouTube. I'm very thankful for this age that we're in. So let's come down and let's go into the technical and nitty-gritty details of why I said what I said and why to today I still stand up to it. Okay, let's go in. I'm going to show you a few recordings on my screen. Okay, on the left, we have the famous property that is in my first video, part 1 of my video, which is viral. We are talking about block 338. Can I remember A or B? Doesn't matter. It's in block 338. It's a 5-room. It's a 5-room. This is an exact plan of our stack that is looking like this. There are many houses, meaning there's level 2 all the way to level 15 of these 2 stacks. These 2 stacks, there's 4 stacks already, 5 stacks, 6 stacks, 7 stacks. There are so many stacks of houses that are affected. I'm not going to count the number of units that are affected, okay? Let's go inside and see. The red color point, this point where I'm circling at, is actually your floor trap for the common toilet. Okay, I'm going to enlarge it for you. Sorry. Okay, let me enlarge it for you. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay, zoom in. Okay, here. This area. This floor trap was in question of the common toilet. So why is this a problem? 2.5 meters. If you go in this way and you come, this is the 2.5 meters they were talking about. Okay, true, okay. 2.5 meters. This one also within 2.5 meters, 2.5 meters, and this one. This one, according to them, this is the max they can go. Okay, because of the piping, the length. I'm not sure this is the correct statement, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. So from there, if this was really the best plan, I will tell you, we should have stopped there. Why? We should not have built this building in this layout. Okay, why? Because the floor trap position is a concern. It means that we should have redesigned the space. I'm going to show you a few more plans later that are not the same design, but it works. It has been working for many years, okay? So it works. And it passed all your code of practice. That means it's legally built and is proper. So at this stage, when the floor trap is in this position where you feel that there's problems already, you should not build it. Why? Okay, remember that we are building for Singapore, meaning that there's a population from all the way from age 0, that means a few months old, all the way to age 100 or and beyond. So you're building for the entire population. You are unable to control how people want to use the toilet. Whether they want to have a shower enclosure, that means a glass enclosure, to close off the wet area and then keep the other parts of the toilet dry when they're showering, you cannot control. Whether it's going to be a shower screen or there is no shower screen. Correct? So because you cannot control how people are going to use the toilet and how to renovate the place later on, you are then supposed to design to make sure that no matter which way that they use the toilet or they renovate the toilet, it is not going to get complaints from your end user, which is the people who have waited and balloted for these houses, the homeowners that waited for this 3 to 4 years for this building to be finished. So when this design is tabled, it will only work if you don't have a shower screen or you use a shower curtain. So then the water will flow back to the floor traps and you're all fine. There's no ponding issue. But once you build a shower screen and the towelers do it that way that they have done, then you will have ponding issues. So what is the solution? Okay, first thing is, if you have to table this and pass this design, the towelers need to make sense already. Meaning that I'm going to show you another project of a similar design to this so-called nonsensical design. And it works because the towelers, they lay the towel in the correct slope. Okay, that's one thing. That means architects, they draw and it's approved, it's being built, it's going to be built. Okay, the builders, you need to come out with your toweling plan and make sure that the toweling will slope to the correct areas and they will not pond when there is a shower screen. Okay, that's part 2 of your building works already. That means architect approved, builders build it carefully. Okay, then I want to go one up. Why I'm not happy to say that because of your 2.5 meters code of practice, and then I'm like, okay, so be it, you're right, you know, the floor trap has to be there. Why am I not happy with this answer or this explanation is that if that is your code of practice to follow, then this design, it should not even have been built. It should not have been built. It should have been stopped at the table of design and strike off the design. Because why? You know that this will cause issues when people build the shower screen. Stop it. Let it not even be built. Why? Because you're asking for trouble after you build and then people have the shower screen and then they will complain. They will complain. Okay, alternatively, you really have to build it, then let your towelers make up their mind and be sure of how to lay the towel. We're going to show you an example. Okay, we're coming back to my screen. Okay, example. Let's look to the right on my screen, which is over here. This is a project at Tengah, 324B and 325A, the 5-room projects. They are similar, very similar, but not exactly the same. The toilet size for the master is similar, okay, but the common toilet is the traditional small toilet. So you see, when it's a traditional small toilet, people have no complaints because it's still within the 2.5 meters. This part back to your pipes. Your bin stack is still 2.5 meters. You can still build a shower screen. So if this is the case, then that's why my left design should not even be approved. Why? I'm coming back to 370. This one 370. Sorry. 338. 338. Okay. Too many projects to show you. We're at 338, the famous Yishun project. What happened? So you see, 2655, this number, versus on the right hand side, 2050, which means there's a 600 mm of increment, which is what I said in the video. 600 mm extra for this Yishun project, but we can't use it because of the floor trap. been stuck at the 2.5 meters, okay, then this design should not even be considered, because it ends up, people will complain, right? Then don't give them the extra 600 space. Of course, if they keep it as a wet toilet, fine, they're happy. So, you know, you can't always please everyone, but if you can't please everyone, then maybe you want to think about another design. So before we go to the other designs that work, let's go to, if you have to do it this way, your tilers will then have to be very careful in the tiling plan. Let's go into tiling plan. This is our 3D modeling. 3D modeling, we can show you exactly how the tiles have been laid and why we're so angry with that. Okay, this is the famous 338 project, the Yishun project. I'm going to hide the shower screen for you, right? And then you see the way, looking at my arrow, the way that the tile is laid is here. This is the line. This line is actually not the highest point. It's actually one of the lower points. The high point, they put it at here. And then when I build a shower screen, it will be on this line. So what happens? The slope of the water from the high point to the low point will corresponding at this corner, which is why everyone's angry, right? So let's not make everyone angry. What's the solution? I'm going to unhide my shower screen. I'm going to move you to another set of my drawing, which is just right beside on the right side. Same house, same house. Ta-da! This is the solution. Let me hide the shower screen for you to let you understand better. You should then start your slope at 850. Why? It doesn't have to be 850, it can be 800. But because the wall that we have behind us is big enough, the window in front of us is around 900 from this edge to the edge here. I have 907. Let me just get the exact measurements for you. Sorry, we have 930. 930. After I build the shower screen in, I will have 850 internal for the shower area. If your window is too close, then I have to build even smaller. So let's come back to this. You should have your tile line start sloping the highest point where my mouse cursor is. Then we slope to the right for the wet area, slope to the left for the dry area. Then you'll be thinking, what about here? Or then you can do a slope back here. So all these tiles will then slope back to the correct spot. Of course, for those that have done tiling, you will know that you can only slope from here to here, high ground to low ground, and then from this high point back here. So you can then slope everything back nicely. It can be done, it has been done. So who has done it? Okay, let's go to the photos to show you who has done it. Who has done it? 325. 325, the project is done very nicely. Okay, this is the actual house at 325. This is at 325A Tengah. You see, this is the line that I was talking about. This is the line that I was talking about. So see, people have done it. It can be done, and in fact it is done perfectly. You see, from here to here, I don't have the measurements for you right now, but it is around the 800 to 900 mark. So you can nicely have your shower screen. You see, they done it even nicely. You see, the window straight line down. So you have a shower curb, you can have your screen here. No issue. This is a high point. Versus the other house, which is the problematic one that we had complaints about, which is at 338B. Let's go into the master toilet. This is the one. Okay, I'm going to maximize for you. It's a bit blurry, but we can zoom in. Okay, this is the line. This is the line. Then it goes straight. Continue, continue, continue. That's here. So they've done the line a bit wrong. That's why the slope is wrong. So with all this, we can then be sure that it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. All this, whether or not the architects have gotten the approval. Okay, they have gotten the approvals, you're going to build like that, then your tilers need to be careful so you don't get complaints from people on the ground, which is your homeowners and people like us. So with that, we go into designs that work, and then finally designs that we prefer to see in the future. Okay, let's go. Let's go to another floor plan. We'll show you one at a 4-room at Toa Payoh. 4-room at Toa Payoh. This is not what I want, this is what I want. 402. I'm gonna open it up big. Okay, this is what we have. Usually the 4-trap for a design like this, that means this is an L-shaped enclosure. So this is the area where the wet 4-trap is. I'm going to zoom in so it's bigger for you to see, easier for you to see. Okay, so our 4-trap for the wet area is here. 4-trap for the dry area happens to be near the basin. This one also same, near the basin, and then here the wet area 4-trap. So you'll be thinking, you anyhow draw one. Okay, I'm not gonna anyhow draw. Everything is all here. Let's go into actual photos. Actual photos, you have measurements, right? This is at 402B. Sorry, here right wrongly, but it's at 402B. Okay, then from there you can see 400 come out from the wall to the center point. Center point come out 155. This is a common area. Drain to further wet area. So let's see the dry area. Dry area. I'll zoom in a bit and bring up for you. You can see measurements to the center of the 4-trap 600. Measurements to the center of the 4-trap 300. Is this the perfect one? It isn't, but sometimes you will step on this 4-trap also. It's not perfect, but it is fine, it works. Okay, so this is one that works. What's the one that we love? Which one will be the best design? It will be, as we have seen right now, at 370B Sembawang. It is a project at Sun Sales. We had a lot of defects and things in Sun Sales, but I would say that the design is nice. Okay, the design is nice. Why? Let's take a look. Barring all the defects. Okay, let's go in, and then we're going to zoom in for you. Okay, zoom in for you. Ta-da! You see, two very nice layout and big size toilets. No L-shaped enclosure in the common. Right? Usually the common toilet will have a L-shaped shower enclosure, but there isn't one here. There's a nice size area for you to build a shower screen. 4-trap over at this corner. This is for the wet area. Dry one is right beside the toilet bowl for you to run your aircon piping if you want to run it here. If not, then you will run it back into the master. Also can be possible. Then the master dry area 4-trap is beside the basin. Wet area 4-trap also with a possibility to build a very nice shower enclosure. So this is the perfect one. But the 2.5 meters guideline. I went back to measure the main stack. The main stack is where I'm circling it right here. To my surprise, the 2.5 meter guideline is not followed. Which code of practice are we looking at right now? Where is the 4-trap? The 4-trap. Now, if you are telling me that the main 4-trap 2.5 go in, then this shower area 4-trap doesn't count in the 2.5, then okay lah. I understand. So it makes sense. This is 2.5. Then this would be 2.5. So yeah, clear already. So maybe correct me. Maybe I'm wrong, because this is definitely the wet area 4-trap is definitely past the 2.5 mark. This is like this whole area is 2915. That's about almost 3 meters. Add another bit more, come in, it's about 3.6, 3.7 meters already. So what happened? So maybe this shower area 4-trap for the for the wet area does not count within the 2.5 meter. Only the 4-trap needs to be 2.5. So maybe it's that. If that's the case, then look at it, it's so perfectly laid out. Sweet, very perfect layout. No? This is the best layout that we have seen so far. This is fantastic. Why? No more problems about accessibility, no more problems about wheelchair access, because this is a fantastic layout. There's no L-shaped weird enclosure that you need to build. Whether or not someone needs to have a wet or dry or a fully wet toilet is fine. Because why? Look again at the floor plan. Where my mouse is going to be where the shower head is going to be. It means that even if you shower with rain shower and everything, nothing's going to splatter over at your WC, which is a toilet bowl. It wouldn't splatter to your toilet bowl. It wouldn't splatter to the basin because it's so far away. Even the smaller toilet, which is the master, it also won't splash until that area. So you are left with a toilet that works, right? Be it whether you have a shower enclosure, shower screen, or shower curtain, or nothing at all, it is fine. It doesn't wet your toilet bowl, it doesn't wet your basin, doesn't wet your mirror. So then it begs the question, why change a design that is so-called until people will complain and not use the design like this. This 370B Sembawang design is perfect. Let's all follow this one. In terms of the toilet design, I'm happy. I believe a lot of homeowners will echo my same sentiments. And then let's go in and see who built the building, because you'll be thinking, not true, this one another fake one. Okay, I'm going to show you the plans of the building. Let's follow me on my screen. The plans of the building is for 370B, the stacks of 141, the stacks of 145, 147, and the stacks of 149. It is at Sembawang, Neighborhood 2, Contract 1 and 2. Let's see who has approved our drawings. Not our drawings, but who has approved the drawings to be built this way. We have licensed plumber Tan Sun Hyong, sorry. And then we have HDB approving the drawings. We have our architects, Subana, Jurong Consultants, Private Limited. We have our BHCC Construction Private Limited as a main builder. And we have our subcontractor as Ideal Plumbing Private Limited, who has done the works and is all approved. So please don't tell me that this is a fake piece of design or fake news. It is not. It is true. These are the drawings that have been approved. You can pause my screen. You can take a screenshot. You can challenge it. It is an as-built drawing. It has been signed off. It is not challengeable. It is approved. Then from there, let's go in to the actual photos of 370. This is exactly what it is built. I'm going to share on the screen with you. Let's take a look. The common bathroom at 370B. Here, where my mouse cursor is scrolling over. This is the floor trap that still is covered with the masking tape. At that stage, we have not removed the masking tape, but you can see clearly it is a floor trap. It is a floor trap. Okay, it's sloped there. So don't argue with the facts. Okay, then let's go over to the same toilet. Where is the floor trap located? This is the floor trap for the main floor trap, or the ones that goes back to the main stack. Okay, at the common toilet, right beside the basin. Let's go over to its master toilet. Okay, master toilet. Oh, you can see the big window. Big window. You can recognize Sunseal project here. Oh, it's all truthful photos. With measurements. Okay, ta-da! Master toilet. Master toilet enclosure. I mean the shower area. Big window. Big window means that this is the master toilet. Okay. Then all the proof has been given. So let's come back. All the proofs have been given to you that this is not like a fake news, or we trying to be funny and things like that. So at the end of the day, all these things that we have shown, we just shown you 4 projects that we have. We have more than that. We have way more. So today the point of the video is not really to show how good we are. No, it is not. It is coming back to the point of the first part which I was talking about. Let us design with our conscience. Don't design with our eyes in the sky. Let our architects and building professionals look at this video, look into your heart. Why do you join this trade? Why? We are serving public. If you feel that what I say does not resonate with you, leave the industry, go and build roads or go and build buildings that nobody need to live in. Build commercial buildings that people like factories or stuff like that. Don't build HDB. Don't let us suffer for 99 years with your imperfect design, and you tell me that what I said about the architects got no brain is an insult. It is not an insult, it is the facts. Let's face the facts. 有错，认错，改进，进步. That's what we want. That's all we are asking for. Nobody's a sinner. I'm not a saint as well. I've done wrong. I've done mistakes. Nobody say that we are saints. But let us be very mindful that because professionals like yourself, architects, they are watching my videos and got angry and stuff like that, you're considered like the god in the sky. You are the only one that can design and approve building plans. Then from there, the builders can follow. They can't even amend your drawings. They have to build according to your drawings, unless the site condition doesn't allow and things like that. That's a point for another day. But you know, you are the gods of construction. I'm not. I'm a renovation contractor. I can only renovate the house when it's built for us. I got no power, I got no authority, but you have. So architects out there, right? Building planners, city planners, people that design our wonderful T5 at Changi Airport, please take it in your stride that you are influencing decades or even centuries of Singapore development. Many people will live in your shadows if you design a property or a place that don't make sense. I'm imploring you to look into your conscience. If you have a lousy design, don't let it ever surface. Don't sign off blindly, right? If you tell me that you've gone through all your thinking and that's the best, then veto that design. You have the authority, you have the right, and you are the only one that can veto that decision and say that let's look again, I don't want that design anymore. I'm going to revamp and rethink the whole design and maybe copy 370, the Sun Sales project, and let it be. Let it be said that we should not allow us let Singapore move backwards. No, we are a first world country. We should move forward. Look at the design that is problematic. Don't let it happen again. Admit your mistake, and then let's move on. Let's move on. It is a mistake in your design. Beyond any doubts, there is a mistake in the design. Admit it. Move on. Don't ever let it happen again. You have harmed people in that building and a few other houses that are being built with that design. Scrap that design. Let it forever never be used in Singapore again. Okay, so with that, let me just bring a bit of facts back to you. Do you know that Elon Musk is already able to transport items and soon people to Mars? And how did he did it? How? He did it by using a team of young engineers. Not what NASA is doing or NASA is doing. NASA is using a group of old engineers. Those that are fixated in their thinking for ages, for 30 years. Well, our architect that made us that day told me, I got 30 years experience. I don't really care how many years experience you have, but let me tell you, people are being put onto Mars soon. And those are not people who have 30 years of experience. It's a team of young engineers that made history, that make miracles that people talk about happen. And because of that, I'm imploring young architects, come into the trade. If you have passion like us, come into the trade. Overrule the 30-year-old old architects. Come out with award-winning designs. I'm all for you. I will be two hands out. I will congratulate you. Why? You should never use your experience or number of years that you're in the industry as a hammer to bang on people's head and say that, you know what, I got 30 years of experience, I know better. No. Listen to the ground. You need to listen to the ground. Who are you building for? Consumers, HDB homeowners, people like us. We are staying in the HDB building, right? So you are building for people like us. 平民百姓，请听民声，请听我们平民百姓的话吧。好，如果有错误，我们一起认错、改进，做得更好。这个是希望你们今天看完这个视频有的感悟吧。如果没有感悟，想要告我的，我也没办法，我真的没办法。哦，我觉得我说的应该也不至于被告了，因为这些都是事实来的。所以你以为我不怕吗？我也怕，我哪里不怕？肯定怕的嘛。我只是一个小公司，对吗？可是没有什么问题。今天摆明明的讲，全部都在里面，全部都在不言中了。你们也看得到，看看清清楚楚。Everything, the facts are all there, evidence is all there. And if you want to bring the code of practice to me, let us look at the case by case. So anyway, today it's a very long video. It's a very serious and somber and kind of like 很险的。如果看这个 video 很险的，其实你们不要险，为什么呢？ For the consumers that you have been following me for a while, I've been taking videos for how many years? Since 2019. So this is 2025. I've been taking videos for 6 years. Right? It's 300 over videos on our platform. Today, I maybe show you a lot of my passion. Why? It is our responsibility to make a mark, to leave a legacy behind, and I hope that legacy is something that you can be proud of. So all my building professionals out there, be it whether you're PE, you're architect, you're engineer, you're plumber, you're electrician, you're carpenters, please respect your professionalism and let's build buildings that you and I can be proud of at the end when we really live our life and we don't have any regrets, right? So for those, you feel that 阿公讲古啦，讲废话啦，什么 OK 啊 ，never mind, then you can unsubscribe and leave our video is fine. Anyway, 讲了这么多，希望大家认可吧，不认可我也没办法，所以就这样。我们 if you really feel that we are the right match, you feel my pain, you want us to be a renovation contractor, you want us to voice out for you when there are things that went wrong. What's the number to contact us? It's 9007-3368. But please don't call us. Please WhatsApp to our number 9007-3368. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.